5 football games tomorrow, 5 bet builders, and every single selection is backed by current data, no guesses. Before I break them down, I need to tell you about yesterday first, because what happened in the championship that afternoon is honestly the perfect reason why you need to stay and watch this entire video. So today we had for EFL Championship bets going into the final day of the season, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend everything was perfect. To landed, to didn't. Portsmouth versus Birmingham, won that clean, no stress. Preston North End versus Southampton, got that too. Wrexham versus Middlesbrough, we lost that, and honestly, it was a corner we needed in the first half to win the game. Football does that sometimes. Blackburn versus Leicester. Blackburn had one job, a single goal from Blackburn would have done it, but didn't come. 2 from 4 today. I'll take accountability for that, but here's what I won't do. I won't disappear. Today there are 5 elite European fixtures, and the data on these is genuinely some of the cleanest I've seen in weeks. So, if you watch today, don't leave yet. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, because if you leave now, you're missing the best part of the weekend. Today is a football lover Sunday. We've got the Northwest Derby in the Premier League. United hosting Liverpool. We've got the Bundesliga's version of a Borussia Derby. Aston Villa hosting a relegation-threatened Spurs. Espanyol trying to stop Real Madrid. And Strasbourg in League One looking to hold their European push together. 5 leagues, 5 builders, all kicking off across the day. Let me walk you through each one. Bet Builder 1, Manchester United versus Liverpool. Premier League, picks over 7.5 corners. Man up plus 1.5 Asian handicap, under 3.5 goals. Confidence at 78%, right? Let's start with the big one, Old Trafford, Man United versus Liverpool. This isn't just any Premier League game. Both clubs are separated by 3 points in the table. United sit 3rd, Liverpool 4th. The Champions League spot is on the line for both of them. These aren't teams playing for nothing. That changes everything about how you bet this. Now, Mohamed Salah is out. Hamstring. Confirmed. Liverpool's main creative outlet is gone, and their away record without him has been shaky all season. On the other side, United under Michael Carrick have covered the plus 1.5 handicap in 4 of their last 5 home games. That's not a coincidence. Carrick has them compact defensively, and at Old Trafford they've been hard to put away. For the corner market, both sides average well over 5.5 corners per game. Liverpool like to attack wide. United use the full width too, with Diogo Dalot bombing forward. High tempo, wing-heavy football always produces corners. Over 7.5 is realistic here, and under 3.5 goals. Derby matches at this stage of the season, when both teams need points this badly, tend to be tight. Liverpool have conceded in 7 straight across all competitions, but United haven't exactly been a high-scoring home team either. You're probably looking at a 2-1, maybe 2-0 game. For goals in a match with this much riding on it would surprise me. 78% confidence on this one. Bet Builder 2, Strasbourg versus Toulouse, League One picks, both teams to score, under 11.5 corners. Strasbourg plus 1.5 Asian handicap. People sleep on League One fixtures, and that's genuinely where value hides. Strasbourg are 8th in the table, and they're chasing European football. Home form matters to them. They've won 3 of their last 4 at home, against Toulouse specifically. More importantly, they play a controlled, possession-based style under Gary O'Neill, meaning they don't give up corners cheaply. Under 11.5 corners is a play built on how both these teams actually move the ball. Now, Toulouse, they've scored in 80% of their away matches this season. They're not a dead rubber team on the road, so both teams finding the net here makes sense. Strasbourg will score at home. Toulouse will nick one. But losing by 2 goals, Strasbourg at home to a mid-table Toulouse side, not happening. That's why the plus 1.5 is in this builder. This one sits at 82%. It's probably the most underrated pick of the day. Bet Builder 3, Borussia Gladbach versus Borussia Dortmund. Bundesliga, picks, both teams to score. Over 1.5 Dortmund goals. Dortmund plus 0.5 Asian handicap. This is my favorite builder of the entire day. I want to be clear about that. Dortmund are 2nd in the Bundesliga, 6 to 7 points. Gladbach are 11th with 32. But the reason this builder is so attractive isn't just the league gap, it's the patterns. Dortmund have scored in 13 consecutive away games. 13. They averaged 1 goals per game on the road this season. Getting 1.5 from them is almost guaranteed on current form. And both teams scoring, look at the head-to-heads. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two clubs saw both sides get on the score sheet, with at least 3 goals in the game each time. Gladbach are winless in 5 Bundesliga games going in, but they've still been scoring. Their goalkeeper Moritz Nicolas has made more saves than anyone in the league this season, which tells you they're getting tested, but they're also getting chances at the other end. Dortmund plus 0.5 is essentially a double chance, win or draw. Given the form gap in Dortmund's 12-goal advantage and goal difference over Gladbach, this is as close to a formality as football gets, 88%. Trust the numbers on this one. Bet Builder 4, Aston Villa vs Tottenham, Premier League, 18 o'clock GMT. Picks, both teams to score, over 3.5 first-half corners, Aston Villa plus 1.5 Asian handicap. Aston Villa at Villa Park, hosting the Tottenham side that is sitting in the relegation zone. Spurs are in 18th place, 34 points, 2 points from safety. They just beat Wolves with a goal in the 82nd minute, their first league win of 2026. That's how bad it's been. They're missing Xavi Simons to a season-ending ACL tear. Cuttis is out. Salmon is out. Romero is out. Roberto De Zerbi has barely had a full squad to work with since he took over. Villa, meanwhile, have won their last 4 home games. The Opta supercomputer gives them a 61.5% chance of winning this match. They've beaten Spurs in each of the last 2 meetings at Villa Park. So why aren't we just taking Villa to win outright? Because they're also in the middle of a Europa League semi-final. They lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest in the first leg on Thursday. Emery might rotate, might manage minutes. That introduces enough uncertainty to take Villa plus 1.5 instead of the straight result. First half corners, both teams play aggressive, wide football. Watkins and Rodgers for Villa. Richarlison and Kolo Muani for Spurs in a high-stakes game like this. Both managers will press from the whistle. Over 3.5 corners in the first half is actually conservative given the styles involved. Both teams to score makes sense too. Spurs won't park the bus with their season on the line. They need to come here and play. 84% confidence. Bet Builder 5, Espanyol vs Real Madrid, La Liga, picks, both teams to score, over 1.5 Real Madrid goals. Real Madrid plus 0.5 Asian handicap. And we close with the highest confidence play of the day, 90%. Espanyol are winless in 16 consecutive La Liga games. 16. No team in the entire league has gone longer without a win this calendar year. They have scored just twice. In their last 5 matches, their goalkeeper is making 3.5 saves per game because he's getting absolutely peppered. Real Madrid are second, trailing Barcelona by 11 points. Their title hopes are basically finished. But that's exactly why you need to understand their motivation here. If Barcelona win on Saturday and Madrid drop points Sunday, the championship is mathematically over. Los Blancos will not roll over for this. Vinicius Jr., Bellingham, Valverde, they're all fit and playing. Yes, Mbappe is out with a hamstring injury. That's the honest truth, and I'm not hiding it. But Madrid have scored in 11 straight La Liga games and in 19 consecutive away matches. Across all competitions, one forward being unavailable doesn't change those numbers. Real Madrid plus 0.5 is a safety net. Win or draw, you're getting paid. Over 1.5 Madrid goals. In 19 straight away games, they found the net. Into against a team that can barely keep it out isn't a stretch. And Espanyol scoring one? Against a Madrid defense that's conceded in 6 consecutive road games? Almost certain. This is the anchor of the day. 90% confidence, and it deserves to be. Quick one. If these picks make sense to you, drop a comment below telling me which builder you're going with. Literally just the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to see which one the community is most behind. And if you want today's results video the second it drops, subscribe and hit the bell. I post every result honestly, wins and losses. You've already seen that today. Look, today we got to from 4 in the championship. Could have been better, should have been better. But this is football. We're transparent about what lands and what doesn't. Tomorrow is a completely different slate. 5 builders, 5 leagues. Real data behind every single pick. I've shown you the injury news, the form tables, the head-to-head patterns. You've got everything you need to make an informed decision. Share this video with one person who watches football. 1. That's all I'm asking. Because if they're betting this weekend without looking at data like this, They're flying blind. Good luck on today's games. Stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next match day.